Hi guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. Today this is a price analysis update on Matic, which is Polygon. In previous videos we have mentioned this level here at $1.81 for buys, and then we have hit that twice now. So throughout this next video we're going to look at some new key levels where we could invest, and then we're going to have a look above at some areas of resistance where we could look to either target for take profit, accumulation zones, and then we'll go into a bit of a price prediction, because once we break above this all-time high at $2.71 we are into price discovery. We need to look at some further levels going ahead into the future. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and let's crack on. So hello, welcome to the channel. This video is in partnership with Cointelegraph Markets Pro. If you want to get one step ahead of the game, go ahead and check their platform out. There's a full review on my homepage of my YouTube channel. So Matic, this is the tether pair in the daily time frame, and I am using a Binance chart. Last time we did some analysis, I think it was in a Patreon channel, but I was looking at this region here at $1.81 to load up. We looked at the entire move here, so from the bottom at $1.14, we put the Fibonacci on from the bottom all the way up to the top, and we have pretty much retraced to that exact level. We've actually wicked down, come back up, and then look at that red wick there. We wicked it to an absolute T. That's why I use Fibonacci, just due to the fact that they are so accurate. Looking at a couple of things now, so we've got this red band here, which it was a key level of weekly resistance, and we're pretty much within that 8 range now. So I think any drops below that are going to get bought up quite quickly. If you look at all these wicks below it, everything is getting pretty much pushed straight back up into that area. So if you're looking for buys, I'm not going to change your area, to be honest. I think there's still a good chance it could come wick down there. I mean, we're at 188. I mean, if you're wanting to buy this, I wouldn't squabble over a couple of cents. I think long term this is a great asset. We do know that Polygon have got a lot of things going on. It makes life so much easier if you want to invest in projects using Polygon and the Polygon network. Just Ethereum is an absolute nightmare, and this layer 2 solution just completely solves all the issues that the fees are with Ethereum. So $1.81 is that region I would still look to concentrate on. If, though, we do get another market shakeout, which could potentially happen, but we do know that historically November is the most bullish month in terms of price action for Bitcoin. There's just that inkling of a chance that it could always come down and test 155, which is that golden ratio of that entire move there. So I wouldn't place your bets too much on that happening, but if you've got a spare bit of tether on the side, maybe just drop a couple of bids down there at 155, and you never know, you might get lucky. You might get a sharp wick down, liquidity picked up, and then we do push on. So that's pretty much the bearish part of this video done. I'm not going to look too much down, to be honest, because I think, like I say, the market is pretty much on 10 hooks now, ready for that build up. Just to go into Bitcoin there, it's been pretty much sideways action. We are coming to a point on this bullish pendant here, and I'm expecting a breakout. We've been pretty much in a consolidation phase or a suppression phase. Anything below 63k is getting sold up, and anything around 58, 59k is getting aggressively bought. So we are in that channel now where we are waiting for a move, and in my opinion, I think it's going to be up. If we do get a wick down, it's going to be to 58k, and it's going to be a sharp wick straight back up. But going back into Matic, we can have a look at some levels above now and where we could potentially look to target going forward, because we do know that over the course of the next quarter it is historically bullish. I cannot find Matic anymore. Where the hell is it? There it is. So that's my levels to buy. If we just have a bit of a zoom out, actually I just want to put a moving average on. We'll put the 50 and the 20 there. We had a bullish test down here, didn't we? What we've not actually done so far is actually a test of this moving average 50, which usually what I look for is whenever we get a cross on the moving averages, the 50 and the 20, what I look for one stage, it might not be now, but at some stage within that cycle, I do expect it to come down and test the moving average 50. So, I mean, what if we could come down and test that and then pushed on? So that would give us a chance that we could fill orders down at 160 to 155. So remember, that bearish thesis is still there, so that is a possibility just to keep your eye on, just to say what, we'll mark it up, and we'll put a little eclipse there, just see if it does manage to hit that area, and we'll see. We'll come back in probably a couple of days and see if we have got a wick down or not, because, I mean, I'm ready for this market to really push on. So that's a bearish phase there for me. let's go into a bit of a bullish outlook on this and have a look at some key levels where we can target. If we have a bit of a zoom out, we've obviously got this first level at 222, which is going to be that first area to target. We've got a little bit of resistance around here. You can see we've got a few daily closures there. So that is a bit of a resistance. If you drag it all the way across, you can see it's bang on that top of that level. So that's the first area to break through. Once we do break through that, you can look at taking profit at 250. And then we have the all-time highs at 296. But if we put a Fibonacci over the entire move, I remember back in July, this had a really, really good recovery back up there. I mean, look at that, pretty much close to a V-shaped recovery. But let's have a look at some price predictions here. So we go from the top of the move there, the Fibonacci, to the bottom where we had that tap, bang, straight up. What this does now is give us some levels that we can target on the way up. For me, I think personally that this is a $10 asset, whether that be the end of the year or within this cycle, which could run into January, February, March. That is a possibility, and that's an area I'm looking. I've got a key level up here because I'm a bit superstitious with sevens, and look at that landed on 7, 7, 7, 7. So for me, that is an area where I would look to take off quite a substantial amount of profit. But as you can see, the 4.618 region is at $10. So I think I'm going to look at it in this terms. I think we can hit 777 by the end of this year. I reckon 1030 by the end of this cycle. Who knows? That may be a conservative estimate, but if we just look at that in terms of a price range from current prices at A188, it's 320% up to the my end of year target, and then we've got a further 456% up there. So big numbers those, but with bull cycles become big returns. So for me, I'll just mark that level up as well, and we'll just put that up as my end of, well, we'll have that as end of cycle prediction. We'll put EOP prediction. So that's an area I'm going to look at target, and then this is my end of year prediction. So that's a couple of levels for us to monitor. If you have bought in sub $1 and you're looking to take some profit on the way up, remember, don't just hold it now and wait for it to get all the way up there, because there's a good chance it may not happen. Just be wary that taking profit is king, and that is the key to your success in crypto. You don't want to just come here, take a load of profit and disappear. What you want to do is start gradually taking profit off the table slowly. So I would consider taking profit at $4, $5.30, $6.10, $7.70, and then just keep laddering out your position. So even if it's 2 to 3 to 4, even 5% on each level, just keep skimming profit off. With that profit, you then can either reinvest back into it once we do drop into a bear market, or you can also look to reinvest and recycle that profit into new assets and new horizons. And also, go and buy a Lamborghini or whatever you want to do with your money. Remember, you're not here just to hold crypto for life. You're here to make money and take profit. And that's all we talk about in the Patreon Discord. We talk about collecting money, taking profit, keep your wealth growing, and that's when taking profit is key. And we talk about that in the education section of a crypto academy over at the Patreon. You will find that link in the pinned comment and the description. So that's pretty much covered in terms of price analysis on Matic. We'll take a quick look at the BTC pairing. I know not too many people talk about the BTC pairings, especially on YouTube. Not so many people really know about it because there's a lot of new channels out there who have not been around for a while, and they only seem to think that the dollar pair matters, but it doesn't. The key to growing a lot of Bitcoin is by trading altcoins in the BTC pairings, and so far we've had a breakout of this downtrend. We had a huge downtrend since the highs up there on 19th of May. Let's have a look in the past. Yeah, so that was the high there, up at 6,600 sats. We've had a sell-off, and that's due to Bitcoin rising. Personally, I'm still expecting BTC to go on a monumental rise over the course of the next couple of months. With that, you will see some drops in prices on altcoins in the Satoshi pairs, and I think we can come down and retest this trend again, and maybe even retest this area of support down here. So I'm looking at potential 30 to 40% drop on the BTC pairing. So if you're looking to buy some Matic, once Bitcoin has topped out, so for example, Bitcoin starts to rally, it then starts pushing up market dominance, altcoins in the BTC pairs drop. Probably towards the end of the year, maybe, I don't know, before Christmas or just after. Once Bitcoin has topped out, you then reinvest that profit in Bitcoin into altcoins. Look at Matic and see if it has hit those levels. I mean, I've got this arrow here. It could be around, just looking at the date, it could be around there by the time we trickle off. So then it could be a good time to buy Matic. And then Bitcoin will start to lose market dominance and you'll get a price rise. And we will go up into targeting new all-time highs in the Satoshi pairs. And look at that. That's a huge percentage gain there, potentially possible, because I do personally believe that we'll get a lot of new all-time highs in the BTC Satoshi pairs. So that's going to pretty much do it for today. That's my thoughts and analysis on Matic Polygon in both USDT and the BTC parent. If you are new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.